again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tubagus Muhammad Habiburohman and I'm from 12th grade in RPLA, and I talk about my English presentation. Okay, the first one in my and it's about my life. Oh, that's a break. Okay, the first is my life is okay. I live in Serpong. I live in I live in Banten, Tangerang Selatan, and I'm born in Tangerang Selatan, the hospital of Bunda Dalima. If you know that, get a good person. And I'm born until 2003, and it's the June of month, and the day is 40 June. Okay, and my father's name is Tubagus Muhammad, and my mother, the name is Haja Neneng Widatu Saadah, and I have five brother, one brother and three sister, just like completely five brothers, five bersaudara. Actually not. I'm sorry for my Indonesian. Okay, five brother. Okay, and one brother, his name is Tubagus Muhammad Nabil, and his school in the MK Marathul Quran in the East Java, and exactly in the city Jombang. And my third brother, just like my sister, is the name is Ratu Hannah Makimatu Sunnah, and in the school is Akrania in the Tangerang Selatan. Okay, and my fourth and my third second sister is Ratu Mazia Aisyah Rama, and he is the four years old, just like the children playground. Playground. I forget. Playground is the 2 years. Again, my last sister is Ratu Mikaela Aisyah Rahma, and and he is like the 2 years. He born in 2017. Yeah, that's like the 3 years. Till now. Okay, and about my life. Okay, the next is my hobby. The next my intro. Okay, yeah, exactly my hobby. Okay, the important my hobby is the assembly everything if I can. What the mean? Okay, example. Okay, I found the broke things like the laptop, that the monitor or the keyboard or the handphone. If I can, the repairing must be if the repairing for myself. Okay, it's like the first my laptop has the many problem, and the my toy just had the problem like dynamo totally dead. Dynamo is like crunchy girl. The smooth girl, maybe I can say. Okay, the second hobby is that the software and hardware. Just the not hobby, such an object for the hobby. Assembly, software, and hardware. The first important is the assembly hardware, just like the mainboard and many knowledge about the thing. Okay, in the hardware, I have to learn about the same electronic, just like just like the resistor, diode, and something else, and transistor and capacitor. And the item is breadboard, servo. It's the IoT items, not the electronic city item. IoT. Just the dynamo. Dynamo is the 4VD. The just you can the Tamiya or Audi, just like that. That's the old toy, and I can have it. Okay, how about the software? Okay, my software is it like the learn about the language programming. Okay, exactly, language programming, and the software like the Java and the Kotlin and Swift, on Python, on PHP or something else. Okay, my software in the IDE is like Xcode, Unreal Studio, IntelliJ ID, and um Firebase. No. I forget the three item. We can have the IDE framework in the studio and something else. Okay, and the simpleness my life is simple. Okay, if you have the broken hardware, yeah, you can call me, but we had to learn it, and we have to repairing it, just have to the loss of time. No, the so many time we can acknowledge it about that, like the monitor. I can research in about the junkyard hunter, and the same on the main board in the monitor. We can repair it, maybe. I've just don't learn that. Okay, so the next. Okay, the next is how many repairs and broke things in your life. Okay, I think I have to the big number in repair and the broke. Okay, I in the broke to laptop to laptop, and okay, we start again. I have to the consequence of the problem, little bit problem. Okay, how many repair and broke things in your life? Okay, so I have too many things of repairing. Just my laptop, my keyboard, my lamp, just like the maybe third or fourth items. Okay, I can have repairing my MacBook Pro 2012, and the one oh, okay, just the next uh, the first thing is what just first is I have to the one is first my laptop in the had in my life. I can had to I can have this laptop is the Vaio in series 418 J series. Is that the J series? Okay, and he had the built in early 2018 years. It's the old laptop I had ever seen. Okay, so he had the specs is DDR2 for 6 gigs of RAMs, and the speed is 133,055 megahertz. That's a big DDR2, and the monitor is size in the 18 inch, and the head, and he have to for the USB port 2.0, and he had the HDMI and VGA port 1, and he can get the LAN exactly. Okay, and the power of the power of this setup is the power button in there. Okay, that's so many. I love it. Okay, and he have the CD-ROM because he has laptop, not netbook or notebook. Okay, so the biggest one laptop I can have, the one Sony, from Sony. Okay, and he had the lithium battery in the back. This laptop is at the old laptop. He's have the lithium battery inside in this laptop. 20 and 8 220 208. Okay, next the second my laptop is the Acer A1 uh 550 120 and 2, and he had the specs. I forget. In the spec is AMD i6 3 and 8 the thousand, and like oh okay 15. Oh, he had the monitor is 15.6 inch, and processor is AMD i6. You can look at that. This i6, and the hard disk is gigs of hard disk. 715 gigs of hard disk, and I had to the RAM is 4 gigs in single channel. Okay, and he had a GPU GPU on this laptop is AMD ATI AMD AT 3 3600 HD. I had to the 1.15 gigs of the VRAM. If you had to the editing video or editing photo, yeah, if you had to buy it, but his laptop is built in the 20 and 15. Okay, and go back in the file. I forget to describe in the specs of laptop. Okay, the first is the label in the laptop is Intel Centrino, but I just check the DXDR or something. If you can the specs requirement in your laptop is had the Intel dual core Gen 2. I forget the number, and the series and the gigahertz is 2.1 gigahertz up to 2.2, 2.0 or 2.2. I forget it. And the RAM is originally, I can say before is 6 gigs, but I upgrade and is 8 gigs of RAMs, and he had to do that too. Yeah, and the GPU is 80 Radeon 400 4000 HD. Yet the GPU is VRAM. I don't know why VRAM is so big. Like the 4 gigs of VRAM, but he just low bandwidth, low speed, just like the 100 megahertz per second. Just low speed. But if you have the multitasking in the laptop, you can do it. But is the old computer, you can run in BIOS, not the UEFI. If you had to download Windows 10 in the newer update, he can do that because he cannot support in the UEFI mode, and he support in the BIOS mode. And the hard disk is the MBR, not GPT. He cannot support it. I had to learn that. Huh? Why I have to learn that? Okay, Acer Aspire is actually can the EFI, and is that a problem for the newer Windows 10 in the 64 bits Windows 10 Pro? Okay, he can the HD for the storage. Yes, his monitor is so the big in this year, 2015. Okay, so the next one is the MacBook Pro 20 and 12, just like that. That's basically laptop. Okay, and he had the two port of USB 2.0, and he can uh, the MagSafe type L, and he can get the not SIM card, memory card slot, and he can audio jack slot. And I very my laptop in before is it can the audio jack slot, but the difference in the Vaio is that two jack in the audio and the microphone and the speaker jack, just like two different. Okay, in the aduh in the and this is the LAN port. Every laptop in early 2010 in the app is can the LAN port, but eventually it can get to the HDMI port. Maybe set converter in the DVI port. Oh, and have to the inch of the monitor is 15.2 inch. 13.2 inch. Yeah, I had the lower, smaller monitor, but the size of the ears. Okay. Okay. I set the gigabit Ethernet port in there. Is that like the connected into the USB, but is the old connection, and the free wire port is the converter into HDMI or something else, just like scanner and printer, the old device. Okay. I don't ever seen that. And here to the excellent DVD slot, just you can put into something, either it put into the right 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 slide, no, yeah, right slide in the your laptop. You can get just put your DVD, and you can put inside to the laptop. And maybe my laptop is changed just around for 8 gigs, just specs requirement. Okay, I forget it, I'm sorry. Okay, and 8 gigs of RAMs in MacBook Pro 20 and 12. And the head the SSD before is SSD, the original SSD is 102 gigs of SSD Samsung. Yeah, and I had to break that, but I can do way. But why I SSD broke? Oh my god, how to do that? I just turn on, and meanwhile it broke. Okay, and the new one is Samsung Evo 7 series silver or gold, silver series, and his storage is 215 gigs of SSD, and we had to external hard disk, but in internal hard disk, just change your external DVD ROM in the, just change to the external internal port hard disk, but in internal. Okay, after this I can have the laptop is so big hard disk, and I ever have this laptop is can the, and we can the combo is this laptop. He had to have to 2 terabytes point 2015 gigs, 2 terabytes and 2.5 gigs. Okay, just like that. In SSD 2.5, and the hard disk just had HDD, not the SSD, to 2 terabytes. Okay, so it's an excellent laptop, but I recommended you can buy the newer laptop in MacBook Pro if you seriously about Xcode and something editing. If you have the compatibility and efficiency, if you had the somewhere you can just put on your laptop and you open and you editing everything just like that, and you can photo editing. Okay, so the next is the about vehicle until 70s and to 2000s 2000s, yes, 2000. Okay, and why I like old cars. Yeah, maybe I can say the muscle cars, or the in America in the old cars he says is muscle cars. And why the muscle cars is so the hardest thing in the world, because in the world is muscle cars is just the crisis oil in the 70s. After 70s and 80s is have the crisis oil. His muscle car is so big 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 to use the oil. Okay, 70s is okay, so I have to do one. The vehicle example is Dodge Charger 70s. Okay, he had the V8. V engine is type V, and the piston is H. VH jadinya. V the H, and he had the 756 horsepower, and he had to 2015 cc of the engine. Wow, it's so big. And he had to the per 1 liter he can do that. 1 liter is per 5 mils. Wow, 1 liter. Okay, but in the crisis oil in the 70s is 1 liter he had to the $30 and something hike. I don't know, but he said crisis oil, and he canceled about apa ya the outstanding the build in the cars, muscle cars. Okay, but vehicle anti 70s Dodge Charge 76 77s, and Plymouth Hemi-Chuda 1976, and Dodge Challenger Chevrolet Impala Toyota or Chevrolet Ford Shelby GT 715. Yes, Shelby GT. So Mustang, I love it. Why? Because it's muscle cars, and it had the VH. Yes, just VH, you can love it much. Why I can love it, but the sound is so terrible and so rough. Okay, so is that like the car, middle of drag's car. Just like that sort. It's like the sound of the engine. Yeah, just like that, and sweep engine. But you can prove, but he can slowly speed, not until now. Okay, he had to the like Bugatti Chiron in the 100 to 1200 grand horsepower. 12 grand horsepower. That's so crazy things and the world. Maybe. And the most fastest cars is the record the fastest cars in the until 2005 2005 he can record is 140 100 1425 kilometers per hour. So the fastest in the world the car. Yeah, just like the two jet engine in the right and left. Poof. And the tires built from steel or titanium, I don't know. Like Indonesian says baja. I don't know what is the combination from the other material. I can know it. Okay, the 70s is the worst muscle cars I had ever seen because he had to the oil crisis and discontinued every car. Okay, and the 18s. Okay, next to the 18s, he had to the first no yeah the first drift in the world in the first drift in the world is like the Japan, the first drift in the world. The like video in 1979. Okay, and he had to the booming in viral in the world in 1980s. Yeah, 1980s in the world, but Indonesia is coming out in the 19th. Okay, why the gold car in the 18th? Okay, the first cars is IA 689. Is it like the American says 301? 302? Mark 1? I don't know what I can say, but in the Japan is IA 189. I forget the last name. Trueno. Yes, Toyota AA 1689. Okay, is that the most how to say seimbang. The most balanced cars in the world in the years is 18th. The most balanced. Why is it balanced? I don't know, but he can approve that because he can drift. He can drift, and he had to the RWD, rear wheel drive. Okay, the almost the 870s is RWD, Indonesian says, but in English section is RWD, rear wheel drive. Again, I think is just like the common, the all-wheel drive and the front wheel drive and the rear wheel drive that commonly used. Okay, and four dual cabin and 4 times 4. I don't know how to say that. The type of the engine in the car. Okay, and the 18 is born the Dodge Ram, Dodge the F-115 Raptor, but it's the old cars. Okay, and the first I forget Toyota pickup in 1889. Yes, exactly, maybe, but he can destroy destructible cars in the world, like the balaz in the Russia. Yeah, just like the destructible cars in the world. Trucks, exactly, truck, pick up, okay? And okay. Oh, and what the next is 19th cars is like Skyline GTR R16 R34 series. Is that like the most collector had saw of that the car? Skyline Supra Type 4 Toyota Supra, and oh, and Volkswagen in Scirocco, but it's at 2007. Okay, Volkswagen, and that's year 1907 had probably the newest cars in 1907, Volkswagen Progon or Pragon. I forget it. Volkswagen and Skyline, Supra, and Toyota Eclipse. Just like that. Toyota Eclipse our version, yeah, not the newer. So many things. Okay. So the first, like the Honda Civic, nah, that the most ever in the Indonesian Honda Civic, and the Toyota Kijang in the most valuable in the Indonesian Kijang Capsule, Kijang Grand LX DX. I don't know the type of Kijang because I have to the Kijang Krista in 200 and 2003, but is that sold? And then my father is that sold out. I said the Legend of Cars because every year is at the problem engine. He had to the inline 6 inline 4, just like the 1040 100 1000 1500 of the cc, and he had to the power supply can research is 100 horsepower in the Kijang Krista. Okay, and this yeah, just like the old car. Okay, let's the assemble of the Supra and the other things. Okay, the first is Dodi charge. I can never say that. And Plymouth Hemi-Cuda is that like the specs requirement engine is V8 with the turbo charge, with the supercharge in the middle setting, and he had to the just like the same requirement in the Dodge charge, but he said let the slower than the Dodge charge. Had the 700 10 horsepower, and he had to the 2000 100 point 1075 cc 750 cc. Okay. Nice car, but he said to the collector, he said broke that because he sent to the creator about the charger Dodge because he sent the body of implement and the blueprint, maybe, yeah, just like the muscle trend in 70s. Okay, so the next one is Impalas. Impala SS Chevrolet or Ford, I forget is the brand, but Impala SS is the most iconic in the American and Texas cars in the 70s. And Impala SS is just the lower than the Plymouth Hemi-Cuda. Okay, he had the 475 horsepower and the 1015 cc, 105 1500 cc in this car, but that V6 in the front, not the middle cars in the front car. Every cars in the 70s is front car, but is Ferrari is the middle est engine, like the before before seats, after the rear wheels in the Ferrari. Okay, and okay, but wait, let's happen this. Okay, and the next 18 is like the about how the technology of the cars in the upgrade tool. Okay, just like the all-wheel drive, I say before that, and and set the middle engine and the middle engine and the front engine and the rear engine before, and he live in the maybe the most car in the 18th is the front engine. Okay, it's like the sedan or the van and the minibus, just like the carry. I don't know carry what this exactly years the build. Carry Daihatsu Toyota, Suzuki maybe. Suzuki carry, yeah, like that. Okay, the 18 is just like forget it. Oh, I86 I186. He had to the front, and he had to the 1600 cc, and he had the 5 gears. Oh, I forget the gears. Okay, and the charges is 60 gears, 5 gears. Before 18 is had to the 5 gears maximum in the sedan cars, not the truck cars. Maybe truck cars too, but I don't know. The sedan is 5 gears maximum in the transmission, and the Plymouth just same too, and the Impala just same too. Okay, but the AA689 is have the same to that 5th transmission, because we got back in the first generation is the AA89 is that 5 transmission. Okay, and he had 122 horsepower. Wow, that's so big. Yes, just the RWD, just the drift, brother, not the slalom and another track that's drift, and he must be the RWD, not the FWD, not the AWD, because he cannot the balance in this car if RWD or if FWD or the AWD. Okay, so he had the truth of the drift in a 89, and and the most valuable is 89, and the Skyline. Oh no, Toyota. Toyota. Toyota 89. No, Toyota is 689. Okay, go back to the Ford. And the Ford is the build in the Mustang GT, but he had to the muscle cars. Why the Ford had the most the muscle cars. He had the 18s and he had the muscle cars too. It's like the Mustang Shelby Cobra. Mustang GT. Oh, for GT is 2007. 2007. Ford Impreza. No, Ford Escort. Nah, it's at the rally. Oh, I forget this is the moment of the truth and the rally. Where there's a 1 and WDC2. Just nice the tournament in the world. We had the many problem and many accident and many how to say mayat many corpse. What many corpse? Okay, many corpse. And the most worst accident in the history of the type of racing cars, just really. And the most rally cars, okay. And the go back in the worst is in the Le Mans in the 16 7. He had to the kill about 118 human person in the tournament. And the car is flying in the stadium stage 2 brrr, and he kills someone and he that they recorded on the video. I just said what yeah, like that. I had the problem with that. Maybe it's the Lemans in 18 2 and he had problem in Mercedes. Mercedes is just the he had and hiatus in the average like 10 years in the Le Mans and go back in 1997. 20 years or 10 years 20 years in the back in the 1997 and he again broke the excellent the Mercedes AMG in 1993 1997. Yeah, just read that. And the Mercedes is the most expensive the elixir, no, not the expensive elixir, no, not the expensive, not the elixir, just like the luxury car in the world. Mercedes, Porsche, and the BMW M7 and Rolls Royce, just like the most luxury cars in the world. And Lexus, I forgot the Lexus. Volkswagen just a little bit. Okay, so bring back to the 18 set. So most valuable cars, but I forget it. I'm sorry. Okay, and the next in 19th cars. Okay, so we had the first is the just like the Mercedes Le Mans and Salon 77. Salon 77 is the most the supercars and the limited cars in the world. Okay, so the first is Salon is have to the 600 horsepower, 650 or something horsepower, and he had to the reach of 30 not 30,000 kilometer per hour, and he's reached that. Okay, 97 Salon is upgradable to the Mercedes demands in the 77. And And we had to talk about the 70s cars, about the Skyline GTR R34 30 34. That like the yeah, it's like the amazing cars because it's a body and modifiable cars. Yeah, just the brand, this Nissan Skyline. And the Supra is at like the surprise horsepower because he have 215 horsepower because it's Japan is at the illegal in the up to the 215,000 horsepower is at illegal in Japan before he make Supra. Nice. But I had to defend the drive Supra because Indonesian is so expensive for the tax. Yeah, maybe in the not in Supra, in the many cars, Ferrari, Lamborghini. Okay, go back in the I have one Lamborghini Miura or Furai. Lamborghini Miura. That Ivan is 18 and he had to the back the engine, maybe the rear engine, mid rear engine is at the so fastest. So ini so this so is the comfortable cars in the world, Lamborghini Miura in the 18s. Okay, so in the 19s we can Lamborghini Gallardo in 2007. Murcielago 19 1906, the years of the build in the car. Murcielago the first in 1996. And I forget that the Diablo, brother. Diablo is the 1992. 1992. Yes, the build and the version the Diablo. Diablo Countach. Just like pronounce of that. Okay, the Diablo and Countach Murcielago are the same type of the Lamborghini in the 19th Lamborghini. The Cantino Lamborghini is so many type of the Lamborghini in the years. In the 20 years and up, Retador, Gallardo Spider, and Veneno, Veneno, terus Lamborghini Huracan. What's Huracan? Yeah, in Spider is the best of the handling and the grip of the tires is the best Spider type in the my experience in the video. Okay, so the most every can the accept grip is Nissan GTR R35 in the 2000 years. Yeah, because he built in 2010 GTR R3 R35 and until now it's 36. That's so crazy body in this environment cars. Okay, and yeah, like the most valuable cars in the sports cars is I like that. And why I like the old cars, because he have the history, because he have the build history, why this built in the car, why brand is the built in this car, why the trend of these years, just like the muscle cars, the trend in 70s and next thing cars is comfortably is the oil efficiency in the cars, and the 19 is the most modifiable the cars in the 19s, and the 20 is the most ergonomic and the safety and everything in the safe in the world. The 19 and until now, just like the Tesla truck is that so upgradable efficiency oil, that not oil but he just the battery and the power and the dynamo just like to run this car. Okay, Dynamo, but is that the Dynamo the high tech Cybertruck and Tesla Type T? The nice one. You can approve the killing the another manufactured cars like the Ferrari, like Lamborghini, to kill it because he had the super the fastest in the electric car, reach 0 to the 16 kilometer 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, so next, um so the next, oh, I forget it about when I doing now. Okay, so what am I doing now? Just like this, just like the watch the monitor and somebody I before in the March on the October I just search the junkyard, the things of junkyard, and the hunting of the item is the rare or the most price I can sell it. Example, okay, the handphone I can found in the like the Samsung, just like the junkyard handphone, yeah, like Samsung G5 in the can sell it in 5,000 500,000 rupiah, just like that, and 500, not million, 500 grand, no, 500,000 rupiah. I can sell that. Well, just I buy in the 12K, okay, or 500K. I forget it. Sorry. Okay. Until this corona, just the pandemic in the corona, like this, I can say that is the most worst pandemic in the world because he have to the every I had to the open the media social, I can have the hoax in this media social, okay, and what's I to do, and I stop it, the stop the watch sosmed and another sosmed like Instagram, like Facebook, Twitter, or Reddit or something. I had never have the scene in Reddit, okay, because is it in in internet positive Indonesia Reddit, okay. I had never seen. Okay, so the hoax in the fastest how to say okay, and the fastest hoax spread in the media social, and I, if you know it, and I stop it in media social, okay. I like the theory of conspiracy, I like it, but I like it the truth of the media. Hmm. The media news, I just combine it and I have to the in the middle of theory, I can save that, and yeah, like the middle of conspiracy and the middle the medsos hoax, the medsos truth, yeah, method news truth, okay, just like that, and hmm, okay, and why I have been in the years, maybe I hope I can get to this go back in school, and yeah, just like the learning about programming language. Oh, okay, so many things in I have been knowledge about, yeah, everything I have seen, and I hope I can get the new knowledge about that hardware or something, yeah. Just like the how to repair the newest phone in the world. Just like I have the newer video is like watch iPhone 12 assembly. Take a part of iPhone 12. He had so much the tool of the the take apart, just like the blower and solder and the plug up and the plug not plug, is that like the chamber in the monitor in the LCD R body, just like the in the to the it's that LCD in the body that can the put back put the assembly. uh, okay, so that my what I am doing now, just the search about the hunting in the item in junkyard, just like the found the but the use item, just like the dispenser or TV broke, we can repair it and we can watch the TV. Just but is the waste my time. Is that it's like now is that what's my knowledge? It's my time, and after seeing this can get the and next I got to the like that. So the next time we can get the upgrade to the knowledge about the repairing and restoration about the old item, unique item. And that's it. Okay, next slide. Okay, what about my progress Android application? Maybe we can the change it about my progress about knowledge in programming the language Android. Like Kotlin. Okay. Yeah, in and now it's a little bit hard because Kotlin and Swift just different. Okay, let's go back to my 10th grade in Eden school. Okay, the first I learned about Swift, like iOS platform is Swift language programming. I learned in 6 months. Next, I learned Android language programming. Yes, and we have and we how to say we graduated. We have search about internship in the one chosen RPL is like the programming language and designer internship. Like the build application and designing application and build database in application like API. And you can learn backend. We can say that if the backend. And I've learned and too great. I have to the internship in Indie Technology. He have the Indie group. He has father Indie Tech is Indie group, and and he have the three corporation like Indie Tech, Indicom, Indie Energy, and Indicom is like the EO. Just have to the have not how to say not even. Indicom is the handle is even not yeah, in energy is like the how to build generator and yeah, something like that. Energy, electricity, and yeah, like that. And to and 12th grade I go back in the school, yeah, and we learn just fully of Kotlin, Android in a Kotlin in 12. Oh yeah, I forget. I internship in Inditech. I heavily in the project of iOS development, application. You can say Get Crew, and Get Crew he have already in Android platform. Okay, his name is Get Crew, and the second project is my wedding C in the last wedding in here and Android and iOS little bit. Maybe we can build it, but the project has closed. Okay, wedding. And next to the 12th grade I uh learn about Kotlin, and next to learn in GitHub in decoding and decoding, just decoding, and we just finishing the KD and MADE, but I haven't did Kotlin Android development expert. Yeah, it's the KD and MADE. MADE, KD, MADE. What is MADE? I don't know, but in decoding he have already to the iOS development, learning iOS. Yeah, he have already GitHub. Decoding, and he had to the feature in even if you have decoding, you can easily to look the uh every event about the technology and about programming language, about website, and he won the feature and the next. Yeah, but he can already too is like the LinkedIn in decoding. Maybe I can say searching job in decoding. Nah, run feature. I forget to say it. Okay, next I know in I already in 12th grade in Eden boarding school, and I just learning the same too, Android Kotlin. Okay, but he pulls my application just like the build 2022 2012 or 22, yeah, 22 application in my group, like Muklas dan Muklas and Charisma. Sorry. Muklas and Charisma, and me is learning it. I just build the 20 into application. Yeah, probably just like the 10 about Android, 10 about iOS, and 2 website, maybe in game. Just like that. Yes, that my final project in IDN what is called. And 3 for just in Quran. And yeah, like this is the 3 hours, 3 presentation in English in 3 hours. Yeah, I like that. It's not imperfect my English, but he can do it. Okay, next about how system works in your laptop. Okay, the first, your laptop is power on in your battery. I forget. If while you can try it, you can to try to push the power button in your laptop, and he can the first he turn on in the system of battery. Yeah, just the first one. The first is battery. Okay, battery, and he can to the turning on the processor, turning on the BIOS, not the first is hard disk. No, it's that the BIOS and the processor and RAM and the VGA. That's the three just three the important component in your laptop. CPU, maybe you can say processor, and RAM and BIOS and VGA VRAM, just like pop up your monitor in your laptop. Okay. And the third is hard disk, because in hard disk you have the operation system in hard disk, not the processor and RAM. Okay. And in hard disk you can okay, the turning on your VGA and yeah, hard disk. And hard disk you can do the hard disk, turning on the read file in operation system, booting boot booting your laptop. Yes, like the loading in your Windows. Yeah, before that you can say the logo of your laptop. If your logo is Lenovo, you can pop up is Lenovo, but you can turn off in the BIOS setting, literally in computer, but laptop I don't know. Maybe it can do that, maybe. And the laptop you can turn on your logo before you're booting up in Windows. Okay, and Windows booting and it's loading in Windows XP, he can loading the old UI, maybe in my experience. And the Windows 7, yeah, like pop up the Windows saying, nah. And the Windows 8 the same way in Windows 10, the same Windows but the different version. Okay, that's two. In Mac OS, he can the improvement, but he stay in the old style, like the pop-up in Apple, and he can loading in like Windows XP. Okay, he can improvement, but he can how to say, not istiqomah, I can say the not pray, yeah, just the old system, the old style of load old style loading, or load, yeah, in loading in your laptop. Yeah, just it. And yeah, you get, and the Windows is open and desktop is open, and you can the type of password in Mac or Windows. I don't I don't have an experience in Linux. Okay, Linux OS. Linux mean on the how to say Linux mean, and yeah, it's like that. And you can read, and that why your hard disk is so lag, why your monitor is so lag, because he component hard disk maybe he can lag, and maybe in back sector your hard disk he can bad sector, and your RAM he have virus, and your hard disk can have virus in your Windows, he can do lag, and maybe your Windows is so heavy processing in your CPU and RAM. Yeah, example, you have the laptop mid in 2010 and you run 10 Pro, Windows 10 Pro, you have to lagging. Okay, but you can upgrade it in, yeah, like RAM upgrade and your hard disk upgrade to SSD, solid state drive. Okay, that's the fastest way you can have that the Windows just not lagging again. Okay, you can the tips from my. Okay, and next, okay, some of the gadget cell phone I have ever owned. Okay, The first I have phone is like you know, Nokia N70, Nokia N70. I have to the already in playground, just like 2000 and 2012 or 2000, oh, 2009. Yeah, I have the playground, and he's that of the spec, just like this. Okay, he have to the he have camera front and back. He just the yeah, maybe I can say the best phone in the year I can have. He can the slide open and slide close in your camera, and he got Symbian OS, and oh, okay, a specification of the Nokia N17, and what's here is the build of Nokia. Okay, okay, and he 3G. He signal technology GSM RMTS, and launch this phone is 25 quarter 2, just like the Maret, Maret to June, Maret, eh Januari, Februari, Maret, April, Mei, Juni, Juli, Agustus, September, Oktober, November, Desember. Oh, May to Augustus. And status discontinued, yeah, because it's at the old pawn, okay, the unique pawn in Nokia, okay. And his body of dimension is 180.8, equal, not equal, x 15 is 53, x 21.8 millimeter dimension, yeah. And he can weight is 129 gram. Oh, said the the heavy is heavy, okay. And the SIM is mini SIM, just like the old SIM card in 2010 in Indonesian, okay. And his type the okay, and display is like the old display, yeah, it's the Nokia, bro. Is that the old display is type of TFT, and he have to two 256K, and size is 2.1 inch. That's a small until now, okay. And he dimension is 35 x 41 millimeter, and he can to 14 centimeter cubic, okay. And resolution of the display is 176 x 208 pixels, yeah, yeah. And the one, and he average is 130 ppi density, and he have 5-way scroll keys and downloadable themes. Oh, downloadable themes, wow. I have is the dragon theme in this Nokia. ah I I'm thinking, okay. And the version of Symbian is 8.1 A and series is 16 UE. Chipset is TI OMEP 17010 7010, yeah. And CPU is speed is 220 megahertz. Wow, that's so small. And now you can have the CPU minimum requirement in the world is average 100 gigahertz until now, yeah. That's the impressive impressive speed in the world, huh? Okay, next to the yeah. Okay, next the memory he have to the card slot RSDV MMC 64 megabyte include, and internal is 22 megabytes. Wow, that's so small storage, but it's all. He have to maybe 200 photos and 12 full video, maybe. Okay, the main camera is like the type of camera is single 2 megapixel and feature LED flash and videos. Yes, he can to the video platform. Okay, and selfie camera, the front of camera, not selfie. Yeah, Vega video call camera, just like the 1 megapixel. I can say. Nice. And sound loudspeaker, yes, he have the loudspeaker, and he have and he have the out MP3 ringtone in Nokia, just like the Nokia he have ringtone, but the different language, but the different region. Okay, and the minus he cannot have 3.5 millimeter jack and comes he comes he have the Bluetooth 2.0 version of Bluetooth radio, yeah, he have, and USB pop port, it's a charger port, USB pop port, and he have feature is browser is WAP 2.0 XHTML and HTML. He can open the Google. But he have connect, he can connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay, predictive text input since ML and organizer stopwatch and photo editor. Wow, he have photo editor. Maybe I have to, yeah, you playground, yeah, I have the playing game everywhere in this phone. But I can to the phone telephone my parent. Okay, express on covers profiles, and battery type of battery is removable ion 1970 milliampere. Wow, that's so small storage of the battery. Okay, and the series of BL5C, and standby he can up to 265 hours. Wow. And talk time up to 3 hours 30 minutes. Wow. And he can to the silver. He can have to the color of font is silver, ivory or pearl, black for music edition. Okay, and price is about 110 euro. Maybe. Okay, he have to become a fan 2000 symbionized to 10 storage. Yeah. Okay, next to the my parent phone, maybe I can play that just like this. That so unique way, fun, and never I can sing that my parent phone. phone. Okay, and maybe I don't know what the series, but I found the series is Nokia 5000. Yeah, 5700. 5700. Yeah, like that. Okay. And he technology the same is 3G. Technology of the network in your SIM is 3G GSM or UMTS. And the launch is 2007 March. Oh, release in 2007 in April. Okay, status discontinued, yeah, the same the Nokia. Dimension is 180 x 15 x 17 millimeters. Okay, and weight is 115 gram, and he have the same mini SIM. Okay, okay, is that the body of dimension? Before. Okay, after is display of type the same TFT, and he he have to 16 million colors. Wow, is that the improvement colors? And his size is 2.2 size of the display. Maybe in Indonesian size 15 centimeter per cubic, and resolution is 240 x 3020 pixels. Yeah, in ratio is 44:3 ratio. Okay, and downloadable wallpaper and screensaver. Wow, he have screensavers. Okay, and platform is Symbian 9.2 version, S16 Rel 30.1. The backup of OS operating system. And CPU he have can upgrade thir- 396 megahertz and ARM 11. Okay, and platform is no, that's platform. Okay, next memory card slot micro SDHC dedicated slot. Oh, you have to the micro SDHC. Okay, and internal is 38 megabyte and 64 megabyte of RAM. Oh, maybe 38 megabyte and 64 megabyte of RAM. And the important is 120 and 8 room. Okay, he have the main camera is single. Main camera in the back. Okay, main camera is 2 megapixel and feature is LED flash, and video is 320p for resolution in video. He cannot selfie camera just like that. He said he not have for selfie camera, and the camera he have to the bottom. Okay, and the funniest thing I can ever seen is that rotation in this the button is that like unique. Okay, and the sound he have loudspeaker. Okay, with stereo speaker. Oh, all types the same lah, and he cannot to have the 3.5 millimeter jack, and he have to Bluetooth 2.2.0 version HUDP, and GPS no infrared port. Yes, we can I has transfer file in infrared port, radio, stereo FM radio, and USB, mini USB. Wow, mini USB, not micro USB. USB point 2.0. Okay, and the feature he have VIP 2.0 XHTML, push to talk, VMV, RV, MP3, 3GP player, MP3, VMA, VAV, RA, AAC, MPA player EV. Wow, he can play the music for format Apple. But I can install it. Set the alt phone. Okay. voice memo or command, predictive text input, organizer. Battery type removable Li-ion 1900 milliampere battery, standby up to 219 hours, 2G and 288 hours, 3G. Wow. Talk time up to 3 hours 30 minutes, 2G, or 2 hours 30 minutes, 3G. Maybe when you turn on the 2G signal, you can stand by in this phone is up to 219 and 280 288. And he have to color is red, gray, and black. Okay, next to the that's next to the the interesting Nokia Nokia phone. Okay, Engage. Okay, Engage. He has the released in 2003, but not Engage. Maybe I can say. I forget it, but I have to playing it, and it's gone. Ha! And he released it in 2003. That my years. Wow, 2003 quarter four. It's like the end of 2003. 2003. Okay, set the end, and the technology is GSM. Yeah, through 3G. Okay, and status discontinued. Yeah. Okay. Dimension is so wide. When wake is wake. Okay, dimension is 134 x 70 x 20 millimeter of dimension. Okay, and wake is 137 gram, and he have mini sim. Okay, next to the display, type of TFT 469 colors. He had the small colors, the before and 70 and the N 70 and the 500 5700. Okay, 700. And his size is 2.1 inch, and he can size of 35 up to not up to 35 x 41 millimeters. Okay, and resolution is 172 x 208 pixels. Yeah, just like the small pixel. You can say you can have to the touchpad and not touchpad. Maybe I can say joystick in D-pad. D-pad. Maybe I can say that stick for pass to reference. He have to mini audio jack. And next to platform is Symbian 6.1 series. Yeah, series 60 for version of 1.0 UE, and his CPU is 1.104 megahertz. IRM 19920T, and card slot is MMC. Wow, MMC. Internal is 3.4 megabytes. Wow. And he can share memory for image, contact data, calendar, message, add-on application, and he can double voice dial numbers. Wow. Camera, no. Okay. And sound loudspeaker, yes. He have to 30.5 mini jack, no, but he have stereo line it, yeah, right and left. Okay. And WLAN, no. Bluetooth 1.1, radio stereo VM, just like the normal phone in Nokia. And browser is VIP, yes. Clock, yes. Alarm, yes. Wow. MP3 or ACC player, predictive text input, SNCML, and voice dial. Battery is removable ion 850 milliampere battery, and he can standby up to 200 hours, and talk time up to 4 hours. Wow, is that the long? And colors is that like this gray, and he have to the cube game cube, the for the style of the display. and he just like this. He have to the yeah, let's la 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 la. Okay, next to the my and the first Android phone I can ever huh, I can ever have. Just the normal phone is Samsung S4 Mini. Okay, Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. Okay, he have to release is 2030. Maybe aduh tak. And gig I have to the after playground. Yeah, after playground, and I going to the one elementary school, one grade of elementary school, and yeah is and I engage and I have to lose it. I don't know. I have to put my wow. I have to put my storage in my deck, and he's gone. I don't know why. I don't know why. What I can search. Hmm. Okay, next to the Samsung, I have in is in the grade is fourth grade. Okay, and maybe my father is by in Batam actually in Batam, and he have to the technology is that's 4G. Oh, we have the 4G. Wow. Hmm. Okay, he have the 4G, and he have the LTA technology sim of the signal, and he released in 2013 July, and status is discontinued. Hmm. And body of dimension is 100 to 124.6 x 61.3 and x 80.9 millimeters, and weight is 170 grams. Okay, gram. And build is glass front, Gorilla Glass 2, plastic black, and plastic frame. And SIM is and the port of SIM is single SIM, micro SD, or dual SIM, micro SM, or dual standby. And the type of display is Super AMOLED, and size is 4.3 inch, and maybe we can convert it in the SI is 51 point centimeter too. Maybe in the all of the knowledge about pound, we can say the inch. Okay, 4.3 inch. Okay, and he have the resolution is 540 x 1960 pixels, and he have to 16 or 9 ratio. Wow, he have upgraded 256 ppi density, and his protection is Corning Gorilla Glass 2, and platform is Android 4.2 Jelly Beans, Android Jelly Bean, and upgradable to KitKat. Wow. And chipset is Qualcomm M as MSM 806 860 AB Snapdragon 428 nanometer is size of really I don't know. CPU is dual core and 1.7 gigahertz Cry 300. Wow. And GPU is Adreno 300 305 Memory, he have the card slot is micro SD XC dedicated slot, and internal is 18 gigs and 1.5 gigs of RAM. And he have eMMC 4.5. And he have the main camera and selfie camera. Of the main camera is the single 8 megapixel T per 2.6 and autofocus. And feature is LED flash and HDR and panorama. He can to play to record video is 118p and frame rate is 30. And the selfie camera is have single 1.6 megapixel and video the same, maybe 1.18 118p 30 fps maybe. Okay, the sound loudspeaker yes, 3 point the audio jack yes. Common is WLAN is like Wi-Fi. WLAN. Oh, worldwide local area network. Wi-Fi. Series is 80. I can acknowledge. I don't know what is Wi-Fi 82.11. ABGN and dual brand Wi-Fi direct DLNA hotspot and Bluetooth is 4.0. A2DP, ADR, LE, and aptX. Bluetooth. Wow. Yep. GPS is yes. With the GPS, GLONASS SS. NFC yes. Wow. He have NFC. Oh, wow. Wow. The thing. Maybe he can the high price until now. And infrared port yes. Radio stereo FM radio RDS per the series model is E 257M model with no FM radio. USB micro USB 2.0 and he can feature his sensor is accelerometer, gyro, proximity and compass. Okay, the type of battery is Li-ion 119 milliampere removable and standby up to 3 hours 3G up to 12 hours talk time up to 49 hours for playing video. Okay, and MISC like the title of the not the color of type the Samsung he have the white frost, black mist, blue, pink, orange, purple, and black edition. Okay, and models. Wow, models. You have a lot of models, and the price is 230 euro. I forget to say the price of Nokia N17 is about what I have the talk that and the 15700 is about 118 euro and Engage is wow. Oh, he cannot do the price because he have the oldest phone. I can have it. I forget is Ericsson and I forget to the BlackBerry phone. Maybe I can have it, but I forget it. Hmm. I play in BlackBerry phone is that have to my mother phone. I haven't played that. Okay. Is that the old history in my lap? What's your BBM pin? Oh my god, the old. Okay. Nokia 1570, 100 and Nokia 50,070 700. Okay, Samsung is price to 2,230 euro. Wow, what is euro? Okay. Wow, he have to test like the test insurance. Okay, he have displaced his contrast ratio infinite nominal 3.1 3.100 127 sunlight, and camera photo or video he can do that, and the speaker voice is 60 decibel or noise, 64 decibel or ring, 75 decibel. Wow, audio quality is noise minus minus is minus 93.5 decibel, and crosstalk is 86 minus 2 point minus 86.2 decibel, and battery life is endurance rating 54 hours 54 hour. Okay, next to the Lenovo A 1600 6000, but its presenting English is he have to say A 600. Okay, and why I the change of this phone? Because my Galaxy S4 Mini he has the gun, or maybe in cinch of grade six grade in quarter 2. I have the lost this phone. I so stupid because my phone he may bring in the school. In the rules of school, you have done to bring your phone in your school. Okay, I have to the Indian, not Indian, brother. Okay, the next is Lenovo A600. He released when I buy this phone uh, into grade yes, into grade of hmm, into grade, not into grade, brother, in 2060, yeah, maybe in junior high school to grade 8, 7 grade, 7 7 grade is 7 is junior high school. I buy this phone in quarter 2, not quarter 2, quarter 3. Okay, and he have to do what was Lenovo nah. Okay, the announcement. Oh yes. Okay, he have the early. Okay. Huh. Okay. So next to the specification of the Lenovo i600. Yeah. 6000. He released in 2015 January 28th. And he upgrade to LTA. Oh my god, that's 4G. And status is discontinued because he have to 5 years until now. Okay, but maybe until now is corona and the how to say masyarakat in Indonesian, you can download phone if you have the daring. You can buy a phone like this is the old phone. He have still to can daring Zoom and everything in the corona pandemic. Yeah, I said. And now such this content, and this body of dimension is 141 x 70 x 8.2 for width millimeter. Okay, and he weight is 182 grams. 128 gram. Okay, and the build is glass front, plastic back, plastic frame. Oh, yeah, you can know that. And SIM is dual SIM, micro SIM and dual standby is the type and type of IPS LCD. Wow, Lenovo is the oldest IPS LCD, and his size is 5 inch, and resolution is 7720 x. Huh? Oh, 70 772 7 huh 720 x 128 to 1218 pixels. Wow, he have to a lot of speech. And his platform is KitKat, not upgrade 2. No. And chipset is Qualcomm MSM 8 1916 Snapdragon 410 28 nanometer, and CPU is quad core 1.2 gigahertz Cortex A53, and GPU is Adreno 306. Memory card slot is micro SD HC dedicated slot, and internal is 8 gigs of 8 gigs of internal and 1 gig of RAM. eMMC 4.5, and next to the camera, a single in the back not back door, back camera is single, and he have to 8 megapixel to frame of 2.0 and autofocus, and filter is LED flash, and video is 70 to 20p 720p of 30 pixel 30 frame rate is 30. Okay, frame rate frame per second. Okay, and the selfie camera is 2 megapixel, and the video is 720p, and sound is loudspeaker yes, and he have the audio jack, and yes, come, and he have the Wi-Fi yes, Bluetooth yes, GPS yes, NFC no, radio FM radio no, USB micro USB 2.0, and his sensor is accelerometer and proximity. Type of battery, okay, LiPo 2030 milliampere, removable. Wow, yeah. I forget it. Okay, standby up to 264 hour 2G, and for 3G is up to 264 hour. Wow, it's the same, but install time is the different. In 2G you can talk is up to 22 hours, and 3G 13 hours. Okay, and this is only black models A600 XC1000, and price is about 100 euro. Wow, 100 euro. Yeah, until now. And no. Okay, is that like the old, and after this he have to the problem just like display touchscreen and LCD broken. Oh my god. And we have to 3 times to prepare that. I had that for problem because he had he price really expensive, just like 300k of rupiah. Yes, k of rupiah, and maybe he can up to the 5500k of rupiah. I had that. Okay. After that, we have to learn about my pawn, what the item, and why is that so expensive price. And I searched that, and yeah, I know it because of the practice is so hard. Okay, just like you the how to how to assemble your LCD, just like the uh how to say chongkel chongkel, not chongkel chongkel, yeah, it's like that. It's not so hard, and he very expensive, and he have to the same if you have the pawn of the high press, you have the block of LCD, and you can and you go to and you're going to the not center, electronic center, service center, and he got the high price. Okay, just like this expensive price. Yeah, maybe I can say that because LCDs are expensive. Okay. Huh. Okay, next the Lenovo is next to the Xiaomi 16A. Okay, I forget then. Xiaomi 6A, Xiaomi 6A, 6A in Indonesian say. Xiaomi wait a minute. Xiaomi Redmi 6A. What I can say? Okay. He have to the new, and I got I have to got why I can get hmm, I forget it. When I have this phone. Hmm. Wait a minute. When I have this phone. On do, do, do. Okay. I forget it. Ah. Okay, release into 29th June. When I joined the IDN boarding school, June or August or July, I forget. Release in 28 June, and he have to the weight is one. Oh, yeah, weight is 145 gram, and 843 millimeter thickness. Thickness, what is thickness? Oh, is the weight, height, and width. uh Width, height, wow, dimension, I don't already for learn that knowledge. Okay, and the technology is GSM or CDMA or HSPA or LTE, and launch, yeah, as I have to say 2018 June, berada status available and released in 2018 June. Yes. Body, yeah, 147.5 in width, and H H and 71.5 in width, and 18.3 millimeter for wait. With H length. Okay, with H length. Okay, retry. Okay, retry. I want to learn that. Learn that. Okay. With H, H. Okay, in width you can have with length is 147.5 x is length, and h is 71.5, and the width is 8.3 millimeters, and weight is 145 gram, and build is glass front, plastic back, and plastic frame. And SIM is dual SIM, nano SIM, and dual standby. Display of type is IPS LCD. Yes, size is 5.45 inch, and resolution is 7720 in, how to say this, width or h, yeah, width. Okay, width and length is 144 for 1440 length, and he ratio is 80/9 or per. And he have the OS is Android 80.0, not Pie, is Oreo, Nougat, and OP, Nougat 7, Oreo 8, Pie 6, Pie 9, and R10. Oreo, Rio, Planet, upgrade to Android 10. Upgrade to Android 10, or the Xiaomi he have the customized OS Xiaomi like a MIUI 20. Okay. Rio. The chipset is MediaTek MT6761 Helio A22, or his size is 12 nanometer, and he have quad core and 2.0 gigahertz. Oh, Cortex i53. Okay. Wow. Oh, no. Okay, 2.0 gigahertz and Cortex i53, but and GPU is Power VR GA 8030 8030 and card slot is micro SDXC dedicated slot, and internal is 60 gigs. Internal is 19 gigs. Internal is 16 gigs of internal and 2 gigs of RAMs, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and the another version is 32 giga of internal and 20 giga of RAM, and the another one is 32 giga of internal and 3 gigs of RAMs. And internal is MMC 50.1. His main camera is single feature is 30 megapixel, and he have the frame of 2.2 PDAF. 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 And feature is ALD flash, and HDR, HDR, and panorama video 118p and 30 frames per second, and the front of camera is 5 megapixel and frame is 2.2, and sound loudspeaker yes, and audio jack yes, and yeah, I have Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi direct hotspot. He have the Bluetooth is 4.2 version, HDP and LE, and GPS yes with the GPS, GLONASS, and BDS, NFC no, radio yes, USB micro, USB 2.0, and feature sensor, accelerometer, proximity, compass is like the same of Android phone is every in the world, and battery type is Lion 3000 milliampere, non-removable. Nice one, non-removable. Wow. Colors is the type of the colors is black, gray, blue, gold, and rose gold. And he have models is M180, M180, 1840C, 3CJ, and oh, just the difference of the last letter, CG, CH, CI, CE, yes, CI. And price is, wow, 96.81 euro. Ah, I don't know. Okay, that is Antutu is okay. And now Android he have to benchmark. Okay, his performance is Antutu. The software is 61, 60, 60. 61,660. The score of Antutu Geekbench is 100, 1040, 50, 100. Yeah, version of 44. And GFX bench is 31 FPS. Wow, 3.1 FPS. Just the interest. Okay, ES 30.1 on screen. Okay. Okay, just the next one. Euro. Yeah, just 100 euro. Not just Habib. If you have to the money. Okay, next to the next handphone, and the Xiaomi A6 maybe is broke because the MMC is just like MMC is like the broke, and my handphone is have the deadly handphone. Maybe the recent mati total. I cannot search that English theater. Yeah, maybe the broke or display off in English. Okay, next my why is Japan. Okay, next my the what I can have list. Maybe next phone, and my Xiaomi broke. Xiaomi 16A broke, and the change is the Samsung J3, and the build is 2016. Just downgrade. Okay, ha, hack, hack, hacka, hacka. Okay, so Samsung J3 for 2016, released in 2016 May, and the date May of the date 6. Okay, technology is, yeah, truly LTE 4G. He have to that, and the series I have phone is G320 G, A B C D E F G H I K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z A B C D F G H I J, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. Okay, G300 G, not H. H, A B C D F G. G H oh J J 320 G. My version of Samsung J3 J3 check J3 Galaxy J3 J, just the normal Indonesian say. Launch is March 21. Huh? Oh, announced is March, the end of March 31, and status available release in 2016 May and 1 May that 6, and dimension is 142.3 of length and 70 71 71 70 71 for width and 7.6 millimeter for H tinggi, yeah, and weight is 138 gram, and build is glass front, Asahi Dragon Trail, and plastic back and plastic frame. And see if he have single SIM or dual SIM or nano SIM, USM models only. And display is type of the AMOLED Super AMOLED Super AMOLED, and size of 5.0 inch, and resolution is 72.720p, and protection Asahi Dragon Trail glass, and platform is Android 5.1.1, Lollipop, or upgrade or Android 6 Marshmallow, and upgrade to 70.1 Nougat, and chipset is Preatrium SG 9083 and Exynos, and the different type is Exynos 3040. In USA is Exynos 3475 quad 28 nanometer for size of processor. CPU is quad core 1.5 GHz Cortex A7 in the worldwide, but only in USA model is quad core in 1.3 GHz Cortex A7. Okay, GPU is Mali 400, and USA is Mali T70 720, and memory card slot micro SD XHC $, the card slot internal is 8 gigs and 8 gigs of storage, and 1.5 gigs of RAM, and 16 gigs of internal, and 2 gigs of RAM, and eMMC 4.5. And when I buy this, maybe after January or February. When I buy this is March for June. I buy this phone because my Xiaomi A6A broken. Okay, and the single main camera is 8 megapixel, frame 2.2 autofocus, and the USA is 5 megapixel USA models, frame per 2.2 autofocus, and feature is LED flash, HDR and video is 7.720p for 3 frames per second. Okay, front camera is 2 megapixel in USA and 5 megapixel in other region. All other region, yeah, maybe. And 7.720, yeah, megapixel 720p for 30 frame per second of video in front camera. Ini his sound is loudspeaker, yes, and he have the audio jack, yes, and WLAN is Wi-Fi direct hotspot, and Bluetooth he have to 4.0. okay, and Bluetooth ADP A to DPLE and GPS, yes, NFC, yes, of market dependent. Radio is FM radio, and he have USB, micro USB 2.0, and he have the USB on the go. Oh, and Xiaomi. Oh, my Xiaomi he have to USB on the go. Yeah, my Xiaomi. Why he have to that? Okay, feature sensors, yeah, accelerometer and proximity, and battery type is Leon 200. 600 milliampere, and removable up to standby is 349 hours, and talk time up to 22 hours, and music place is 70. Maybe you can video player is 77 hours. Yeah, and the type the mix of the colors model in the Samsung Galaxy J3 in 216 is white, black, and gold. Okay, and test performance is, oh my god, a lot of the performance, but it's good if you have the maybe WhatsApp and you have to the Sosmed and everything. If you can have Samsung Galaxy G3, I have recommended. Yeah, Samsung brother, not the maybe I can sponsor. Benchmark, and battery life and rest rating is 66 hours. Wow. Okay. Next, my last, I haven't this phone, and I have my camera in my laptop because this recording video, because my laptop he have the cable of the camera for laptop, he can how to say my cable on the connect in camera of mainboard is brick. Yeah, brick. Not dead. Maybe I can say my camera in my computer dead. Yeah. Okay, Lenovo K9 not K6 not. Oh my god, I forget that. Set my the latest at my phone. I have set the no until now. Okay, I have hit my Lenovo K6 not, and I use this recording video for the camera back. Okay, hi, not the okay. So what is the requirement? No. So the specification of the my latest phone, Lenovo K6 Note. Okay, so the technology for network is GSM, SPA or LTA in the 4G. Launch is announced to 2016 September and status available. Oh, is that available and released is 2016 December 2016 16 December, and dimension is 151 of length and 76 of the height width and 80.4 of width millimeter. Yeah. 8.4 of H millimeter, and weight is 169 of gram, and build is glass front, aluminum or plastic back or aluminum frame. Any SIM is single SIM or hybrid. SIM single SIM or hybrid dual SIM. Okay, hybrid dual SIM is like you have to do two SIM card, and only one you can change of the, maybe you can micro SD you can have to not micro SD card they have to the camera. Micro SD, micro SD. And the type of display he have the IPS LCD, and his size is 5.5 inch. Wow, it's so big. And resolution is 180 for H or O width, and XE 1080 for H, and 920 for length. Okay, his platform is Android Marshmallow. My phone is Nougat. Upgradable to Nougat. And chipset is Qualcomm MSM 1877 for type or Snapdragon 430 430 and his size is 28 nanometer. Okay, and CPU is octa-core 1.4 gigahertz Cortex A53, and GPU is Adreno 50 and 505. Okay, and memory is card slot is micro SD XC, is a shared SIM slot, and internal is 32 gigabyte or 3 gigs of RAM, and maybe I have my phone is 32 gigabyte of memory and 4 gigabyte of RAM. Maybe internal in 32. Okay. MMC version is 5.1. Okay, and main camera is single and 60 megapixel, and feature is dual tone flash and HDR and panorama, and he can video if record is the quality is video is 1080p and frame rate is 30 20 30. Sound is loudspeaker yes, and audio jack yes, and Wi-Fi yes, yeah, Bluetooth yeah, GPS yes, and NFC no, radio yes, and the USB memory USB 2.0, and you have to USB to go. Yeah. And feature is fingerprint rear mounted. Yeah, you can say that. You can look at that. Okay. The fingerprint, and he have to the feature is sensor, accelerometer, gyro, proximity compass, and type is 4000 milliampere and not removable. Wow. And and standby up to 6,000 hours, 6,600 hours, or 2G signal, and for 3G is 600 up to 600 SM2, and 2G for talk time is 46 hours, and in 3G is 31 hours. And he have to silver, gold, dark gray for type, and models is K type is oh Cal Caf B C D A B C D F G H K K53A 40H for type. Price is 250 euro. Wow, that's so expensive one. Okay, and the test is performance is GFX bench is 2.4 FPS, and contrast ratio is nominal is that the lot of nominal, and 2.54 2.544 sunlight, and camera, yes, photo, video, and yeah, audio quality is so good, and battery in up to 19 hours is endurance rating. Okay. Okay, next, my lovely section, my lovely part of the history of keyboard. Wow, is that so? Have many keyboard in your entire life, but you can say his keyboard is the new one in this world. No, he have 200 years in the BC, AC. Okay, okay. Okay, so we can search of the okay, so let we search in the Google. Okay. Okay, the first one, you maybe I can the presentation about typewriter. Typewriter. Okay, gambar. Ya, mesin tik in Indonesian say. Okay, typewriter. Wow. The this can say the laptop. Okay, the typewriter is built in the first typewriter is 1087 1970 yes 100 maybe and 18 and 197. Yeah, maybe I can say 1897 is the year he have the build of typewriter prototype. Maybe we can say on the yeah, and typewriter, and next is while typewriter are the definitive ancestor of all the key-based text entry device, the computer keyboard is a device for electromechanical data entry. Yeah, just like electromechanical data entry. And communication device largely from the utility of two devices, teleprinter or teletypes, and K-punch. K-punch. Okay, teleprinter. We can search teleprinter. Teleprinter. Okay, like this teleprinter. Wow, teleprinter. Okay, my My uncle have this two item. Yeah, just like 19 Siemens T100 printing. My uncle have this one. Just like this for the tool. Yeah. And the first teleprinter is which developed in the latest is 8040s teleprinter. Yeah, is 4080s bro, 40s 8040s and K punches, K punch. Okay, that's the K punch, K punch, K punch. Wow. Oh, is that how the he have the big of the engine. And the first one is 1950. Yeah, 1950s. IBM K punches, K punch Wikipedia. That the alt of, oh wow. K punches is already have in the have the government in USA. You have the right about of the uh, of the society government about society of the how much people in America in set the K punch for this card, this data card. The first one storage in the word storage, maybe storage or the data type in the word. Okay, the first one you can say the save file in the data for the people, how much people in the America, USA, America, America, haha, America, America. And the next is it was a device that modern computer keyboard inherited their layouts as early as the 8070s. 8070s. Teleporter-like devices were used to simultaneously type of transmit stock market text data from the keyboard across telegraph line to stock ticker lines, ticker machines to be immediately copied, copied, and displayed onto ticker tape. Ticker tape like the ticker tape was the earliest electrical dedicated financial communication medium. Oh, just like the financial of America, and he and the view in the ticker tape. Yeah, ticker tape. And the next one is with electrical engineering. Frank Parnell model were developed separately by individuals such as Royal or House. Was the inventor of the first printing telegraph, which is now kept in the Smithsonian Institution. His nephew Henry Alonzo House is also a noted early American inventor. And Frederick G. Creed was a Canadian inventor who spent most of his adult life in Britain. He worked in the field of telecommunication and is particularly remembered as a key figure in the development of the teleprinter. He also played a large role in the development. Okay. Early Herman Hollerith developed the first key punch device, which soon evolved to include keys for the text and number entries, akin to normal typewriters by the 1930s. 30s. The keyboard on the teleprinter played a strong role in point-to-point and point-to-multipoint communication for the most the 20th century. 20th century. The keyboard on the key punch device played a strong role in that entry and storage for this long. Okay, just like the how to say typewriter is the first types and standards. Okay, let's do the most common keyboard in the world. Okay, the first maybe you can have the keyboard is membrane types. Okay, membrane keyboard. Yeah, that the membrane keyboard. Yes, that the only oh. Okay, the membrane switch. Oh, that the same for switch, but he have to the 1980s. And the membrane was polycarbonate. However, the were dismissed because the material was brittle, leading to crack around the keys. The were based on resistive technology and responded to pressure. Oh, 1970s. The membrane keyboard is to begin appearing on calculator and placed in the early 90s. Typical content three sheets of polyester or flexible plastic. Yeah, that's the normal. That's the mechanical keyboard. Okay. The first membrane keyboard is 1970s. Okay, the first mechanical keyboard. Okay, mashallah. Okay, the first mechanical keyboard is the as the first mechanical keyboard was patented all the way back in 70 and 40s by Henry Mill. Not much was known about this early typewriter talk. Oh, the first typewriter, but we can say the prototype of typewriter. The first came out. History of mechanical keyboard. Yes, that's the same of membrane. It's 1970s. Wow. Nice. That the membrane keyboard. Okay. That's the old thing of membrane keyboard. And the first of hybrid keyboard. Nah, hybrid. Okay, that the first my. Okay, so this is the history of keyboard, and the first keyboard came out is 1.7 70 and 40s 1714 years. Yeah, the first came out for the keyboard typewriters, you can say that. Okay, next the maybe yeah the next of the next is the history of keyboard. present again. Okay, the history of keyboard. And okay, history of keyboard I can have owned. Okay, the first is Logitech. In I have computer is Windows XP, and I don't know what CPU and GPU because I already up to years is 2000 and maybe I years is my age is 4 no 70 age, and I have the computer in Windows XP, and I have the Logitech or LG. Not Redsus. Oh, okay. Yeah, the common they use is Logitech keyboard, but he have to alt, and he type of the Logitech and upgrade to my laptop is Toshiba. Toshiba. I don't know what my mother say. Huh. It's the alt laptop. Okay. And now I have to the mechanical keyboard. You can say that he have to the red switch. Wow. Aduh. Oh my god. Nah, he have the red switch. Okay, red switch, and he type of the mechanical keyboard red switch Cherry MX, and he brand is and he have brand is Ducky One. Okay, the name of the keyboard is Ducky One. Why I buy this keyboard? Because you have to easily to the feels to the typing. Okay, and he maybe the increase for RSI injury. Okay, why I buy this my gaming chair? Because I have already too long about use the computer, maybe up to 8 hours, maybe up to 6 hours. And why I buy this mechanical? Because I have to the early RSI. Yeah. Okay, so the next maybe I can uh, I can tell you about what is that's the what is have the many type like mechanical. Membrane is rubber. Okay, maybe that's different, but he have to the same way. Mechanical is mechanical, just like the system is switch, like the engine. Okay, and just have the gaming type of the keyboard mechanical, and inside of the keyboard membrane is this of the image, and the alt and the RGB and the USB laptop backlit flexible chip. Wow, style series is the Dome. That's the name of switch brand, like that. And okay, the all membrane keyboard. Whew. Okay, maybe okay. Okay, I talk about my my hobby. Maybe we can search laptop. Laptop keyboard not working. Okay, maybe I hope I can buy this laptop. Not XP laptop Asus Core i7. Maybe we can adjust of the processor. Ooh. Hmm. i7, that's all. If you open the pop out, is i7 everywhere in Indonesian search. Laptop Asus A2. Okay. The maybe I can search how to repair, not repair hard disk, that the worst, the hardest repairing I can ever seen. Maybe I have to the up the up level in hard disk up again is server up again is receiver of the server in the server. Maybe you can to the shoot of, maybe Indonesian say tembak jaringan, shoot network. I know what to say in tiga aja ya. Okay, Mr. Daddy, Sir Daddy or Pak Daddy. Okay, how to repair Windows? Double click mouse SD card Microsoft corrupted Excel file. Wow. Maybe I can search how to repair Windows. Okay, so I have no idea. Okay, no. I have idea how to build about the assembly of laptop. Nah, okay. My okay. What's about my the old laptop? I have a laptop, Acer A5, a Acer AMD A6. I forget the type. AMD A6 Aspera A5. S1522 image, and yeah, is that like this? He have the numpad. Wow, I can ever seen my laptop have the numpad. My MacBook Pro cannot have it, and my Fio FPJ 480G cannot have. Okay, and main board. Okay, tada, we can have searched it, and we tell you about my main board or my location of the my main board. Okay, and maybe we not eBay, brother, eBay new egg. Maybe we can zoom. No, no way, we cannot zoom it. Okay, and my teacher for the in the my how to say my village is the best of the canal about location, and my laptop he lost of the voltage about 5 volt and 3 volt. He lost it, but in 12 volt he can to power up. Okay, he have to slot, and the originally slot is 4 gigs. Okay, and he has 4 gig of the original slot, and I have done really that, but he have to DDR3 of type of RAM, and my one problem is my capacitor is broke in this, and he have capacitor is 1 and 2. Okay, uh, Maybe we can start the biggest size. Whoa, wow. Start loading. Okay. Okay, we have to open image in new tab. Nah. Oh my god. Okay, image open again. Okay, we have to do about. No way. Okay, so I have to the problem with this capacitor. Resistor, capacitor, yes, capacitor, and he have to like to the how to say. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, my capacitor is just like the little bit of lift up. Little bit of lift up. And lift up little bit, and he have to the big of fun. And the location of CPU is location is CPU is this CPU, and what the and where in my GPU. Okay, where where my location is GPU. Wow, I forget it. Hooray! Hey, okay, the most, AMD is the most CPU is don't like of the difference is Intel. Okay, Intel is the just processor, but in AMD you can have the GPU and the CPU in one CPU. Okay, GPU is, maybe I can say Intel is the one just CPU in the CPU IT, just IT, not Nvidia, not Intel, but he have the Intel HD in the CPU, but he cannot do, like the up to editing or something. But AMD is the different. Okay, AMD he have to the two type of the CPU. AMD he have to one processor, and he combine in GPU in one CPU. If you confused, you can search in the Google what the difference is Intel and AMD. Nah, you can answer that. Okay, so the next is AMD is that is the USB 3.0. You have two slot, and he said the HDD is VGA. Said VGA is audio port. Yes, you have to audio. Oh, VGA audio port. Where is HDMI? Okay, I forget it. HDMI is this. This port is HDMI. This port is USB, and this port is VGA port. And the display in the port of display is this. Is the is that this port of keyboard? This port is trackpad or mousepad, you can say. And is that this Wi-Fi connector? You have the LAN port, and the micro SD, and the RAM is back, and the port of keyboard this, and what the display port. Oh, that's the battery for the lift up. HDMI, and the CPU and GPU in one processor. Is that the port of power up supply? No, charger port. Nah, charger port. And is the DPD port of this DPD port of DPD port DVD room port. And hard disk port is in this. Is it this hard disk port? And this is the speaker port. Okay, and is that the battery port and the CPU port, and the fan port is like this in this. And this is fan port. Is that the indicator of battery, hard disk, and something. Yeah, if you have the laptop, you can the same way into this indicator. Okay. And is that the left click and the right click? Oh my god, I forget it. Yes, the right click and the left click, and is the port. Oh, I forget it. I'm so sorry. Okay, and the port in this is port is USB, and the USB for this the mainboard. I have the like way back, and then the slot is the hard disk slot. Okay, have not maybe I can HDD of hard disk in this HDD in this place. Yes, and he have to the USB 2.0 in this way. PGA, HDMI, the Wi-Fi adapter, CMOS, and yeah, is that the trackpad? But oh, in display in this port, display, and this is power button and off. Wow, power button and off, and the LAN port. Yeah, I have to tell you about my port of my laptop. Is have the Acer. Okay, so the next one is my laptop Vaio FWJ FWG FWJ. Oh, nice. FJ. Oh, FW, that FW FW. Nice one. Nah, FVGN J mainboard. Okay, let me tell you about the port of FWJ. Okay, so is that the Intel laptop? Yeah, Intel laptop, brother. Okay, so the next one is the lot of part. Sony, yeah. Open image in tip Note 355. Yes. Open image in tip. Okay. What's why I buy this laptop? Because my father don't know about the laptop. He left in this laptop you can have the already released in 2008 years, and he years old is 12 years old laptop until now. Oh, is that the old of laptop? Okay, so let me introduce my laptop in mainboard, and the how know about the port of the laptop. Okay, the first is the CPU port. He have the Intel Centrino and up to Intel dual core. Okay, Intel dual core. And the GPU is Intel GPU is ATI Radeon 4800 HD, and you have to the 4 giga of RAM, VRAM, VRAM, yes, VRAM, video random memory, access memory. Okay, so let me tell about my main board and the port of the port. Okay, the first is HDMI and VGA port. What is that port? I don't know. Hey. Okay, so the next is the GPU port. Oh, you have the two GPU and the Intel, and you have the two slot of RAM or type is DDR2, and I can up to is 4 gigs of DDR2. 4 gigs and 4 gigs. 6 gigs or okay. In the normally use is 4 gigs and 2 gigs, and he have to 6 gigs. But is the before I say before I have to the upgrade to 8 gigs DDR2, 4 gigs and 4 gigs of DDR2, and to slot RAMs, and he have to battery port, and our battery port is what is that? Oh, is that the DVD room port? DVD room port, and is hard disk port, and you have the micro SD port, and you have to the is that like even micro SD port, and you have a lot of the item. You have the keyboard port, and you have to where's the clicky clacka, the the keyboard of port and the mouse port, the trackpad port, and this is the the fan port, the fan of port, is the display, maybe, and this, oh, is that the display is this, what, okay, so let the them of the back. Nah, like this, FGN FW56, yeah, the same way. This is the RAM, and this is hard disk, and this is the DVD port, and this is the battery. Okay, so and the battery is this, and where the display port is this, not the display port, is it the charger port? Okay, charger port, he have the one port, and this is maybe is that the display port because he said the different type of the port, and is that the keyboard port and the mouse port, you have the clicky 2 point. I haven't seen of that. Sorry. I've been and this is SD, and what is this? Hard disk, maybe. Okay. And have the audio jack port. Hard disk port and the little area of hard disk. He have to the this is charger port, and yeah, like that. And maybe the port is this way. Yeah. What is this port? Oh, I forget it. Because because my laptop he have the front of the Depok. My laptop in the Depok. That's the long way. Okay. Okay, so the next one is what I use this laptop is Windows 10 Pro in 60 gigs, and you have to many problem of they are there on their laptop is that the lot of the problem. Okay, so back to the my presentation. Okay, so after this I have to the already off. Okay, what I use for recording, I have into the OBS of recording, yeah, and the setting of OBS. Okay, that's the me of the introduce of the OBS. Wow. Okay, so how to setting like this on your OBS software? Okay, the first one, connect your video capture device. Okay, so we can remove this for the first time. Okay, so the first you can click the open your OBS, and if you have to not the convert again, you can the output and software no video output on general output, and your recording format you can change to the mp3 mp4. Why I cannot change? Because I have to the recording quality. Okay, warning, recording cannot be paused if the recording quality is set to same as stream. Okay, jadi so if I stream, yeah, same too. I cannot change the recording format. Yeah. Okay, after that, we can the video capture device and create now. Okay, and we have to search it. If you have the camera webcam, you can search in the device and click OK, and the plus is we have to the window capture. Okay, now like this window no automatic, cancel, I forget. Yes, the plus and display capture, yes. Okay, and set the first display, not the first display, so I can say the main display. Okay, the main display. Okay, and put this layer in the front. Nah, and we can change to the down of the left, and we have to this adjustment of size. Okay, after they finish it. Yeah, you have to just start just stop or start recording, and you can record your video. Okay, just the fast and reliable. Okay, so what any question? If you have question, you can put in the comment in this video. Okay. Hey. Okay, after this you can say the maybe, yeah, after that. Okay, we can turn up. Is that my presentation about my presentation and another thing, and that's my make pro. Okay, so after all you okay, so just does it for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, bye bye. Save in your house. Not save time. Save in your house. Save. Not save in your house. Save place and save your family. Save your house. Save your body. Save your file. Save your image. Save your magadir. Okay. Bye bye.